Hi, this is Trepacer, and this is my review of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 16, I believe, which is called End of the Beginning. This one starts with Agents Garrett and Triplet. Bill Paxton, I think, is Garrett, and an African-American actor is Triplet. Those are the agents that were in a few episodes before when they had to get the special serum for Sky to save her life. Anyway, this episode begins with them going to a safe house, and of course, then Deathlok shows up, and and they shoot him with this freeze thing to temporarily freeze him, and then he kind of rips him off, and then he kind of leaps through the ceiling, makes a hole through the ceiling, and gets away. Okay, and then the next thing you know, you have Garrett and Triplet and Agent Han, her and the bald-headed guy with the glasses. I forgot, he's been in a couple of movies too. Him and who's the and Titus Weaver's character, which I can't. He's been on the show before, but I can't remember what his character's name is. Anyway, they all meet up at the plane, and they decide to go to 50,000 feet because they figure that the clairvoyant won't be able to bug them. And in the meantime, they show a quick shot of Deathlok in the hotel room, and you see him. He looks in the mirror, and the clairvoyant says, "Don't say I never got you anything." And he goes to the door, opens up the door. There's a packet for him, and then it's like a sleeve thing for his arm. He puts it on, and of course it kind of conforms to his arm, and he now he's able to to use that as a weapon too. Okay, now back to the plane. They're basically talking about now they're having a big meeting at 50,000 feet, and they're gonna figure out a way to try to track the clairvoyant. They're gonna do it by picking the 13 most, they narrowed it down to 13 most likely suspects, people that S.H.I.E.L.D. thought were psychics, but of course in this universe S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't believe in psychics. Okay, so they're going to track down narrow these suspects, and they're going to break off into teams, and to make sure that that the clairvoyant doesn't track them, they're going to say that they're going to give one part of the team one part of the information, and then when they get close, they'll give the other teammate the other part of the information, so that way the clairvoyant can't track them, whatever that means. Okay, anyway, so they break off into individual teams. Okay, now Titus Weaver and Agent May, they go to investigate. Let's call it what it is. Brad Dourif's character. I don't know what his character's name is. I forget. Doesn't matter. But Brad Dourif is the actor. They go to him. He's supposed to be this guy that was supposedly psychic, but he got into a real bad accident, and now he's supposed to be catatonic and paraplegic. So they go to this nursing home to see it, and of course he's looking for him, and of course it seems to be nobody around. And the Titus Weaver's character, Deathlok, sees him and basically beats the crap out of him. And there's at one point where he actually grabs him by the neck, and he kind of appeals to Deathlok about his son, Mike Peterson, about his son, and we can help you. Okay, and then Deathlok, Mike Peterson says Mike Peterson is dead, and throws him down and kind of gives him a stomp, stomp and a squish, and then Agent May shows up. Okay, and then he lifts his arm up and fires a rocket at her. Okay, and then of course everybody knows that, so they converge. Actually, for one thing I forgot to mention, Titus Weaver's character shot at him a couple of times. Okay, and that plays into what happens next. He shoots him a couple of times before he gets the stomp. Okay, and then later they are able to track him because they check his gun. Titus Weaver's gun, apparently he put one of these tracking devices on him so they can track Deathlok. But anyway, back to the plane again. Simmons and Fitz are still wanting to take Sky's blood and give it, and kind of go to the hub and really investigate it and see, what's this GH, the serum that she got and what the properties are. And they can help people with it. So they're kind of doing that on the side. Okay, and of course now they're able to track. Oh yeah, one other thing, they're able to track the Deathlok to this thing out. I think it's supposed to be in Florida, but it looks like he's basically leading them somewhere. They look for him, and there's a cool shot in there where they actually you see on an X-ray, Sky's looking at him on an X-ray, and she said, "Oh, what did it did more to him than just give him the leg and the arm thing." And it looks like the Deathlok comic book character when they show him on the X-ray. And of course, he knocks it out. But also, I forgot one other thing that really annoyed me, the sky worship, particularly by Ward, was particularly irritating in this episode. He was, they basically, when they came up with this plan to track, to track all these likely clairvoyant suspects, they said, well, Coulson, still drinking the Kool-Aid, says basically we got an agent that can do this, but she has to get full clearance. And of course, then they make Sky an official agent, and the ass kissing is just ridiculous, beyond ridiculous. And everybody comes to congratulate her. And then and remember before when they were, I think in a previous episode where Lorelai was saying, basically telling Ward that he has a true love or some crap like that. And now I guess they're gonna go that way with Ward and Sky, which is gonna be horrible, because the level of ass kissing by Ward to Sky in this episode is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, back to the search for Deathlok. So Deathlok is basically, they're chasing him through this abandoned racetrack in Florida, and he actually leads them to the clairvoyant, actually. But I forgot, there was one other thing that I have. After Deathlok got the little arm attachment, the clairvoyant told him that now it's time for you to meet me. Okay, but anyway, back to the racetrack. So they're chasing him through the racetrack, and he actually leads them down into the basement, and that's when they find the clairvoyant, which is played by Brad Dourif, who's supposed to be this paralyzed guy, who's supposed to be psychic, and he's basically paralyzed in a chair, and he's only talking through the computer there, saying about how he knows everything, and how he couldn't see Coulson, and Coulson said, "Oh, we're good, we're going to put you on ice," and all this beat back and forth. And basically the clairvoyant says, or this guy that's supposed to be a clairvoyant says, it doesn't matter where you put me or where, I'm still going to see, they're going to come for you, and Sky, for you, Coulson, and Sky, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then, of course, out of nowhere, Agent Ward basically, puts a bullet in him, okay, basically murders him, okay, which stuns everybody, okay, and then, then it goes to commercial, and then you come back, and then everybody can't believe that the Agent Ward basically put a guy in a bullet, kill the clairvoyant who they want to capture and interrogate and find out everything they want to know. But of course they can't do that now because this idiot put a bullet in him, okay, for his precious Sky. Anyway, which is kind of what they're basically telling you. And anyway, back to the ship. Simmons is going to stay at the hub, and to communicate with Fitz, they're going to set up a communication, like a hidden communication thing on the plane. When Fitz finds actually the thing the hidden comm that May was communicating with, which you saw in the last episode. So of course he sees that, and he goes to tell. Who did he tell first? He tells Sky, and of course Sky, and then he BS's May. He almost gets caught by May, but he BS's and leaves, and he tells Sky, and then Sky, goes to tell. Goes to tell Coulson, and then about the second comm, and then during their discussion, they basically figure, say, wait a minute, this is a little bit too neat, we finally catch this guy, and then all of a sudden it's, he Deathlok leads us to him, and then we capture him, and all of a sudden he's dead, and it's over, all neat. He said, there's something weird going on. So basically, then Coulson goes and interrogates Ward, basically where he's back and forth going, telling her, did the clairvoyant tell you to kill this guy? Maybe this guy isn't the clairvoyant that you kill. Did he tell you to kill him? A bunch of arguing back and forth. Of course, Ward's denying it and everything. And then, I forgot that. Then Sky tells him that Agent May is the one that's doing it. So they basically race, and of course you see Agent May is searching for Fitz, and she actually shoots at him, but he's behind the glass, and it's actually dumb things. Well, I guess to knock him out. And then that's when Coulson and everybody, Coulson comes and basically tells Agent May to give up. We know about the thing, and she tells him, listen, it's not what you think. And he said, well, who are you working for? He said, well, I can't say it, okay. And basically, they do a little back and forth, and then all of a sudden the plane starts jerking, okay, and then it starts taking off, and they go, what are you doing? Agent May says, oh, I'm not doing anything. And then they, you see it cuts to the fridge, and you see Agent Hand says, you know, basically the plane is going back to the fridge. It's being autopilot back to the fridge, and she goes, I want everybody taken down that's on that plane except Coulson. Coulson's mine. And then it goes off like that. And then they show a clip of Winter Soldier, at the end of the little thing. But this episode was okay. It was moving interesting, but like I said, the Sky Worship was, and then the Ward. And it looks like they're gonna go with Sky and Ward, which is gonna be a disaster. Which I hope they don't do. But it looks like they're heading that way, and it's gonna be a total disaster. I mean, other than those parts, and it wasn't Sky so much in this episode. It was just everybody else around, especially Ward, being like a lovesick puppy, and then Coulson with the, oh, Sky is so special. Oh, please. Okay, I just want to, take Skeleton here and just beat Ward and Coulson, tell them to wake up, slap them. Even Bill Paxton's character praises Sky. Come on, just too much. Okay, and see, I think what they're doing actually is leading up to the Winter Soldier, because what's happening, when the Winter Soldier comes out on Friday. This is my speculation on this. On Winter Soldier, of course, you're going to find out that S.H.I.E.L.D. is corrupt, of course, and Nick Fury is still one of the good guys, but there's a rogue element in S.H.I.E.L.D. that wants to take over and stuff, and basically Captain America basically has to fight them. Okay, and that's what I think they're going to convert, and whatever happens in Captain America Winter Soldier, which I think is going to be the splitting of S.H.I.E.L.D., like a rogue element of S.H.I.E.L.D., is going to be what's going to happen in it's going to happen on S.H.I.E.L.D. It's going to be a rogue element in the movie, in Marvel's Agent, in Captain America Winter Soldier, which Captain America's going to fight him and Falcon and Nick Fury and Scarlet Witch, the Black Widow are going to fight. That rogue element. They're going to find out they're there behind the Winter Soldier. This is my speculation. Okay, and then of course that's going to carry over into the show next week. From the preview, that is, you can see that's going to carry over. That they're going to make some. That's why they say uprising. That's why the second half of this show, season is supposed to be uprising, where basically, and you see from the preview, Bill Paxton says, "We're fighting for the soul of S.H.I.E.L.D." So you see, so it makes sense that way, I guess. This is going to put it where there's a rogue element in S.H.I.E.L.D. and they'll put that on the show that way, so they have Coulson's team, I guess, fighting against this rogue element of S.H.I.E.L.D. Anyway, so I would give this episode, I'm going to give it a 7.5. I would have maybe given it an 8 if they didn't have so much. The Sky Worship just really, and then the Ward being supposed to be in love with Sky is just really irritating. Okay, so anyway, let me know what you think of Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 16, which is what's it again called? End of the Beginning, which is kind of appropriate, I guess. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.